Hey everyone, welcome back to Care Fiction. I'm your host Subhankar. Let's be honest, when the news of the Netflix series 1899 hit us, our expectations just peaked when we got to know that the makers of Dark are returning again. I will say this for myself, 1899 did deliver what I expected, and I think it's a really good series. If you have seen 1899, you know that there are a lot of references hidden in the story with subtle hints to the mystery. In this video, we will look at two very obvious references, if you haven't realized yet, which are derived from Greek mythology, and that is the names of the two ships Kerberos and Prometheus. Let's begin with Kerberos. In 1899, Kerberos is the steamship en route to New York and is owned by British investor Henry Singleton. Later in the series, we come to know that the ship was never supposed to reach its destination. That is because the passengers of Kerberos are stuck in a simulation. And that is when the real significance and symbolism of the ship's name come to make sense. Kerberos is the Greek name of the three-headed hound Cerberus from Greek mythology. Also known as the Hound of Hades, the king of the underworld, he was the offspring of the monsters Echidna and Typhon. This mythical dog guards the gates of the underworld and prevents any soul from returning to the land of the living, which, if you think, is what's happening to the passengers of the ship Kerberos. They are trapped in the simulation and the ship is preventing their escape. Coming to Prometheus, in 1899, it is the missing ship that takes the focal point of the mystery, and it is also owned by Henry Singleton. In Greek mythology, Prometheus is the god of fire and is known for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to humanity in the form of technology, knowledge, and civilization. In various myths, he is also credited with the creation of humanity from clay. The first recorded account of the myth of Prometheus comes from the poem written by Hesiod called Theogony. According to the poem Theogony, in an event called the Trick at Mecone, a meeting was held between the gods and the men to decide about sacrifices. Prometheus offered two offerings to Zeus: meat hidden inside a disgusting stomach of an ox and a pile of bones wrapped inside a glistening fat. Zeus chose the second option, and hence a precedent was set in which humans would keep the meat for themselves and offer the bones to the gods. So, an angry Zeus hid the fire as a form of retribution from humans, but later Prometheus stole it and gave it to humanity. Thus Zeus punished him by binding him to chains and sending an eagle to eat Prometheus's immortal liver every day, which then grew back every single night. Thus Prometheus has to relieve the pain again and again for the choices he made. Does that sound familiar to the events of 1899? Well, the passengers have to relive the same emotional torture countless times as part of the simulation. And as it is possibly revealed, that is because of the choices they made in the previous simulations. Now that is quite metaphorical, wouldn't you agree? Let me know if you have figured out these Greek connections of the ship names. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching and see you soon.